Great.
All right, excellent. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I know with all the circumstances going on right now, hopefully this is a good escape to learn more about the St. Edward's University theater program and everything that we have to offer. Just to briefly introduce myself, my name is Daniela Carrillo. I am an admission counselor here at St. Edward's University. I also have a special role working with the theater department in the scholarship audition weekend process. And we'll most likely go a little bit more in depth than that. But I am the admission counselor that works with students who are interested in that. So if you do happen to have an interest in the scholarship audition weekend process, please feel free to contact me, which will provide that information later on. But just to go over some housekeeping rules, there will be an opportunity for a Q&A. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to type that in the Q&A section, and we'll have your questions answered either live or they will be answered in the Q&A box there. But just to get started, we have some great panelists here today, all part of the theater department, and they will definitely share a good amount of knowledge, but also talk a little bit about experiences that our alumni and current students have had throughout the program and even after they left the university. So I will get started by introducing each one of them. First of all, we have Kathryn Eader here. She is the department chair of the performing arts, and you will work with her closely if you do decide to attend St. Edward's University, as well as Sheila Gordon here. She's a professor in the program, and we have Michelle Polgar here today with us as well. And we have also Kingsley, who's managing our audio and visual aspects here today. So I will let them get started and also briefly let them introduce themselves too.
Hi, my name is Nicole Davis, and I'm from the class of 2020. I love St. Edward's because of the mentorship and because of the equity program, but those two hand in hand lead to me building a future that I don't think I would have been able to have outside of this school. I didn't come from a background that knew that much about theater, just me watching a bunch of Broadway clips online and having just a dream of maybe making something like that happen for myself. And because of some wonderful people at that department, I'm making a lot more happen.
Hi, guys. I am Kathryn Eader. I am the chair and the associate professor in the lighting design is my specialty. I teach some of the basic introduction skills courses, the basic design courses, and then the lighting design courses and scene design courses. And then next is Sheila.
Hi, I'm Sheila Gordon. I am the head of the BFA acting program, and I am an associate professor of acting and voice. I also teach dialects and all levels of acting and voice. Oh, and next is Michelle.
Oh, hello. Hi, I'm Michelle Polgar. I'm managing director for the Mary Moody Northen Theater at St. Edward's University, which is our learning laboratory for the Department of Performing Arts. I am in charge of sort of all administration and management for the program, the theater per se, and teach in the management track and various other things as opportunities arise.
All right, I am going to take time now to tell you a little bit about our program. Or our overview of our program. Our mission statement is that we strive to empower theater students through training, practice, and mentorship to discover their vocation and to enrich their community. Through a liberal arts education, we provide students a well-rounded foundation and practical experience that values all facets of the performing arts. So basically, we want to make you a well-rounded student who can be the next generation storytellers and to influence our world. That's so important to us. We offer 2 degrees, basically. We have the Bachelor of Arts, and in there we house the design technology, which includes scenery, lighting, costumes, hair and makeup, sound, and then there's the BA management track, and there's where the stage managers and theater managers will work. In fact, I would just take time out to say right now we're one of the few undergraduate programs that offers a theater management program, especially. And we have the general and the BA, and the general is really designed to help you explore other facets. I call it the create your own degree plan in theater. So if you want to be a director, you want to be a playwright, if you're looking to maybe study dramaturgy, that would be the area you'd want to go into. So it's that part is very flexible. Our program is unique in that in the undergraduate training, we provide our students with a professional theater model in a lab so they can learn their craft better. We are the only undergraduate program in the country that has a fully produced professional theater. We have an URTA equity contract. You will notice in graduate programs that you can have that, and there are some undergraduate programs that have some of that, but we're the only fully produced. And I'm going to let Michelle Polgar, because that's one of our big things, explain it to you, because she will do a much better job than I will.
Oh.
It helps if you can hear me. That's crazy. Weird, right? Hello. So yeah, Mary Moody Northen Theater operates on a professional model, and it serves as a learning laboratory for the training program, and it provides theater students an opportunity to apply the skills you learn in the classroom in a professional theater setting. So we're sort of modeled on that sort of old regional theater sensibility. And then you take everything you learn in class and you go and you work alongside professionals in that program. We produce a full season under Actors Equity and have a subscription-based audience, and you are reviewed by the press, which means when you come out, you get a nice little review with lovely things said about you that you can put in your portfolio. And the ability to work in conjunction with professionals is not just limited to actors and stage managers, but also to designers and managers and administrators in the box office across the board. Kathryn talked about Actors Equity Association. Actors Equity Association is the union of professional actors and stage managers in the United States. And through Actors Equity Association, you can go and audition for a Broadway show if you have a membership card. You have to be seen to audition for Broadway. It's a nice, easy transition to get your other union memberships. So it makes it easier to get your SAG-AFTRA card to work for the Screen Actors Guild. It also demands a certain level of professionalism in the work that you create and in the environment in which you work. And that's a really important thing for us. We want to make sure that everybody is treated with respect and also has an expectation of doing their best work. And that's the kind of environment that we have with Actors Equity.
I am going to now talk about a little bit of the overview of the core courses. So all of our degree plans are courses to help our students understand all aspects of producing theater, and that really allows our students an opportunity to perhaps discover a passion in their area that they may not have known that they had a passion. So even our students who decide to go into, say, the BFA acting program, they still get a full-bodied and holistic experience in the theater. Maybe they discover that they have a passion for sound design or lighting design or hair and makeup. They get to have this kind of second area of focus, if you will. And it's a really, really lovely thing for these actors because they get to experience the behind the scenes and making of a theater production throughout the 4 years of their time with us at St. Edward's University. So the core courses make up 25 credit hours in the curriculum. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the BFA acting program because I know a lot of people who do come to the St. Ed's Theater program have questions about that. In our BFA acting program, you audition into the program in your second semester of freshman year. So all students, no matter if you're intending to become a BFA acting student or not, all students start as a general theater major. And that enables all of the students to kind of get used to campus life, really create a cohesive camaraderie kind of atmosphere with all of the students, the design students, the management students, the general students, and sort of get your feel for whether doing your next 3.5 years of your studies is you really want to focus on your acting training. So around first week of March is when we do those auditions, and then we either, let you come in, or suggest that you choose another area of focus. And many students who don't make the BFA acting program that particular year do come back and they audition again the following year, and they do make it in. So it's not, be all or end all, and there are plenty of other areas of focus in our program. I'm going to talk a little bit specifically about the BFA acting program. It is a pre-professional acting program, so it's a comprehensive program designed to prepare our acting students to work within the industry as actors. Students must audition to be accepted. And then once they are accepted, they must audition for all of the main stage plays. And they study comprehensive courses, of course, in acting, in devised work, in dialects and movement, acting for the camera. We have 2 full semesters of acting for the camera, and we also have a specialized course in professional development so that you are ready to go into the industry. And then we have, in your final year, we have an industry showcase. So what is an industry showcase? That's kind of where you have a culmination of your best work. Usually it's new scenes and or monologues, but usually scenes that you do for invited agents and directors and casting directors. And this year we actually had agents and casting directors coming in from Los Angeles, and then this little thing called COVID-19 hit, and we weren't able to do that, but we did have workshops with them via Zoom, so that was really nice. Students are also eligible to participate in the Equity Membership Candidacy Program, and that's so you can earn points to join Equity. And I will say something about that because I had my undergraduate degree from NYU, and I graduated without an Equity card, and it was really, really hard for me to get that Equity card. It took me several years. So I had to wait like 8 hours in New York to get to do an audition. If you have an Equity card, you get seen. You don't have to do that. You get seen pretty much right away, and then you can go on with the rest of your day. So BFA students also take all the same courses that the other students do in terms of their core courses. So you take skills, you take practicum, you take design for performance, and there are several other classes. So you still have intermingling and camaraderie with the students in the other programs. And I want to talk about a few successful students that we have. We have so many that, I don't have time to kind of talk about all of them, but some people of note that you might want to look out for. Successful students who are out there working on a regular basis. Robbie Etal graduated in 2017. He's regularly working in film and television. He's represented by one of the top boutique agencies in LA, the Gersh Agency. He's known for Red 11, Hellfest, and Messiah, and these were produced in 2019, 2018, and 2020. Austin Emilio, and he even has sort of a fan book Facebook page. He's best known for his role as Dwight in season 6 of The Walking Dead, but he's been also working regularly in film and television since 2010. He's represented by United Talent Agency in LA. Lindsley Howard graduated in 2013. She works regularly, again, in film and television and stage. She is currently featured in the upcoming television comedy Alex is Black. Anna Vanston graduated in 2015, and she works regularly again in LA in film and television, represented by Central Artists in LA and the Collier Agency in Austin. Yes, you can be represented in 2 different cities. She's known for Everybody Wants Some, Laugh Mob's Laugh Tracks, Polaris Primetime. She's perfect, but so we're really proud of these and many, many other students. Oh, one more, Jarrett King, how could I possibly forget? Film and stage actor living and working in Chicago. He's represented by the Shirley Hamilton Agency and the Collier Talent Agency. Again, Collier is in Austin, Shirley Hamilton in Chicago. He's known for his roles in The Next Kill, Home State, Lumberjack Man, Chicago. He's worked at Chicago Shakespeare and also in Chicago PD television show. And so that's just a smattering of our successful BFA acting students. Michelle.
Well, and true story, before we leave that, is Jarrett King has also come back and twice been an equity guest artist for us at Mary Moody Northen Theater. And we love it when we can bring back our alums to be on the main stage and work with upcoming students. And actually, Elliot, I think you have a clip from Aaron Alexander, who graduated in 2005, who was also an alum of our program. Aaron is working in LA and is an actor and stuntman and has been working with Marvel. So that's kind of fun. Do you have that, Elliot? Give you a minute. Yeah.
What's going on, Hilltoppers? My name is Aaron Alexander, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my experience with St. Edward's University. I first chose to attend St. Edward's University mainly because I went to a very small private high school, and I came to find that St. Edward's had that perfect mixture of not too big, not too small. That way, when I went into my collegiate career, I wouldn't come out just ending up being a number. Most importantly, I fell in love with the people at St. Edward's University. The faculty, the staff, even my fellow students, they helped me in a way that I didn't even think was possible. And most of them I still hold near and dear to my heart to this day. I majored in theater arts with acting emphasis, and that was my career path that I wanted to take since I was 3. And luckily, I'm still on that path right now. And thanks to the training that I received at St. Edward's University, I have so many tools that I can use that I didn't even think I was gonna need. Everything from costume and makeup to set building, to lighting design, to stage management, and especially the acting. Because working in the TV and film industry is no joke. And sometimes you got to help out where you need to help out. And so with that, all my love to St. Edward's University staff, faculty, and to all of you who are possibly incoming. Hilltoppers.
So much fun. So Kathryn referred to the Bachelor of Arts in Theater, the sort of general degree, which is one where you can kind of form your own track. It's a broad-based foundation through the core courses, and then has a smattering, again, broadly, but in more detail in design and in management and in acting and in voice, and then culminates in the directing class, where you take all of the things that you've learned through your training and apply it to the 10-Minute Play Festival, which is a collaboration of multiple classes across the program and is part of now the main stage for Mary Moody Northen Theater and sold on subscription. So you get professional credit for main stage directing as part of that program. A number of our students who've gone through the BA General program are educators, are playwrights, are directors, are community engagement officers in regional theater. It's a broad path that can be just honed to whatever makes you excited and gets you out of bed in the morning. Some of our recent graduates in that program are Jacqueline Flores, who worked for she worked for the Public Theater in New York and then ended up getting an internship with Americans for the Arts in DC, and is currently the associate to the artistic director for Woolly Mammoth Theater in Washington, DC. Leah Harris, who graduated in 2012. Leah has been the community engagement officer for the Dallas Theater Center and was headhunted away by Milwaukee Rep to run their program in community engagement. Pretty amazing. Nigel O'Hearn, who is a BA graduate and a playwright, is currently pursuing his PhD in writing and rhetoric at the University of Texas at Austin, and is working on a new translation of a Chekhov play, and has started his own company and got his master's degree at University of Chicago, worked in Chicago as a playwright and development director for a really long time. These are holistic, like big vision, I don't want to do one thing, I want to do all of them kind of folks, and we have a path for that, and we'll help you get whatever you need and hone your craft and your interest in that area. And the BA in theater management provides students an opportunity to delve into stage management, but also arts administration. In some cases, some of our graduates in the management program are doing event planning and also community engagement work. You will hear, I think, at some point from Sadie Elisa, who's one of our graduates. The stage managers are able to work very, very deeply at the Mary Moody Northen Theater in association with Broadway accredited production stage managers. They're able to earn points toward their equity membership, and they're able to, by the time they're in the junior and senior level, actually production stage manage a main stage show or two. So they're building their resumes and their networks at the same time that they're learning, which is really great. But again, if you don't want to be a stage manager and you're interested in management, there are administrative opportunities throughout MMT as a professional producing theater. And there are also opportunities to be involved with Transit Theater Troupe, which is a student-led organization that provides opportunities for students to create their own work from page to stage, and they all do everything. And especially if you're the kind of person that has your calendar coded in multiple colors and everything in its own pocket and like multiple tabs on everything, yeah, we have a place for you too. Some of our recent alums in the theater management track include Sadie Elisa, who is a production manager on Broadway working for Juniper Street Productions. She's currently managing the world tour of Dear Evan Hansen, was involved in the Harry Potter musical recently on Broadway, and is doing that. Hannah Wilson, who is also a more recent graduate. She's been out for 2 years, and she's also a production manager in New York. Danny Pruitt, who is currently events managing for the UT Performing Arts Center. Our own Bill McMillan, who is currently an adjunct with us still, who graduated in '72 and was the first theater administration graduate from St. Edward's University. He is a Tony voter and works extensively with the stage management liaison organization with Actors Equity, and just an incredible, incredible skill. And he comes back and contributes his talents and information and knowledge with us every single day. Elliot, we don't have sound.
Hi, my name is Sadie. I graduated from St. Edward's University in 2014 and am working full-time as a Broadway production manager with Juniper Street Productions in New York City. Currently, I am the associate production manager of 3 running Broadway shows and 1 first national tour. Before I came to St. Edward's, I was living alone in a storage trailer in the middle of nowhere, supporting myself by working at local dry cleaners, making a whopping $5.25 an hour. Growing up, it was clear from a very young age that no one in my family thought it was necessary for a young woman like me to go to college. All of my life, I was told that my goal in life was to find a man to take care of me. College was for men. There was no sense in me going, and there was no money for me to go, even if I wanted to try. I applied to college anyway, just in case everyone was wrong. Several months later, I got a call. I was working at the dry cleaners that day, standing in the back, watching the clothes on the rotating garment rack rotate when I got the call. On the other end of the line was a representative from St. Edward's University offering me the Holy Cross Scholarship. In that moment, my jaw hit the floor and my life trajectory completely changed.
All right, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about our design tech area, since that's my specialty. As I already said, this is the track that houses the scene design, lighting design, hair and makeup, costume, sound design, and it looks like, because we have new projectors and we have someone who's really good with them, we're going to take on projection technology. Kind of on the slide, but we're going to do it. What we do is give our majors a foundation in all those areas in your first couple of years. And then when you get up in your junior and senior year, we give you more specialized courses so you can focus in on the area that you're most interested, or the areas. And the big thing about this is that when you are working our program, from the time you're a freshman, you are working in this professional theater alongside professional technicians, professional designers, professional directors, And you start off kind of like doing the little jobs. You start off running spot or helping with the grid crew. And then every year you start doing a little bit more and a little bit more. You go from production assistant in a certain area to the assistant and then to the associate. And the goal is by the time you're a senior, you are the designer or the technical director. You are in charge of the area that is your area of interest. And that is our goal. Our students, part of our education with them is that we don't limit their experiential learning in our space, but we also encourage, there's lots of internships that happen. They're working internships with Ballet Austin, Austin Opera, Zach Theater, Zilker. We're all over the place. And additionally, we have I'm so sorry. We have a student chapter of the United States Institute for Theater Technology. And that is a national organization, and they are that gives our students an opportunity to get more hands-on professional development, if you will, on the campus. And then there's two webinars. There are two conferences that we go to. We go to a regional conference where our students can show their work and earn prizes. And one of the pictures just went by. So sorry, it went by. And the other one is the national conference, and that is a big time when we can, the students can really network with the entire country, with professionals across the country. They can see all the new technology that is coming out. They can apply for graduate schools if they want to, and they can also apply for jobs. And those jobs are they can be summer jobs, or they can be jobs that they're going to carry on outside of once they graduate. Our graduates have gone on to many stellar jobs in graduate programs because what we teach is very transferable. The skills in technology in the theater side is transferable. It's transferable to, well, the theater. We can do it in the theater, but you can do it in film and TV. You can do it in architectural, entertainment, or not entertainment, amusement parks, film and TV. I said that, interior design, museum work, window displays. In fact, our students do participate in some window display work here in Austin. And I wanted to tell you, I forgot this. We did an internship recently last January at the Cirque du Soleil. And one of our alumni is the assistant wardrobe mistress for the Cirque du Soleil tour of Luzia. And so she made that possible for us. And we got to spend, the students went over there and spent about a week of time working on those shows. And one of those students is now working on the tour. And she was in Russia before she had to take a break from COVID working on that. Our other alumni, they're just working all over the place. They're working at Austin Opera, they're working in Santa Fe, they're working at Ballet Austin, Glimmer Glass Opera. We had some people working at the Princess Cruise Lines. We have them working with the Golden Globes. Like I said, it's just so transferable what we do that they can work all over the place. All right, I could talk about my area for a very long time, but I should move on to talk about the minors that we offer. We offer 2 minors. We do offer the theater minor, which is a complement to any major if you are studying on our campus. I mean, we've had them from all walks of the campus. We've had math majors take us on as a minor, psychology, communication, business. Again, not to run this in the ground, but again, our skills are so transferable. The creative problem solving that we teach is transferable, and it's just required across the board. And then we also offer the music theater minor, which is a strong complement to the BFA acting program. But it's not so uncommon for non-theater majors to also pursue that. And we really enjoy, we welcome having people who are not our majors come and play with us. That's one of our things. The final of the music theater minor, just so you know, it's a fully produced showcase. And it's another great, just like Michelle said, the 10-minute plays, it's another great collaboration across the program between designers and the management program. And we really enjoy doing that. Okay, I think we're going to look at some more of our student testimonies, our alumni and student testimony slides.
Hi, my name is Allie Baker. I am a rising senior at St. Edward's University, and my major is in theater. I'm a lighting designer. And originally when I came to St. Edward's, I was a forensic science major, but fortunately I found my way back to theater. However, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and was so lost, had no idea about all the different areas of theater, but I couldn't be more grateful with how this program is shaped, because I got to learn about so many different aspects, and that's how I found out that I really loved lighting and that that's what I wanted to do as a career. And it's just been such a lovely experience getting to interact with all these different students and professors who just encourage you and push you to be the person that you want to be. And I am honestly so happy with the person I've become, and I owe a lot of that to the experiences that I've had at the Mary Moody Northen Theater. And just everything that's happened to me along the way has been a gift, and sad that it's almost over, but I couldn't be happier with all the things that I've experienced and learned.
Hi there, I'm Haley Strader, and I am a recent set design graduate from St. Edward's University, and I have nothing but absolutely wonderful things to say about the theater department here. I could go on and on about how great the courses are and how much I love small class sizes, because your professors actually see you and like know your work. But regardless, the professors are the people that make this department so great, because they see your work, they see you every day, and they truly care about you and want to see you succeed, but also want to actively hire you in the Audition community. So by the time I graduated, I had all of these credits from working at different theaters around town that I don't think I would have had if I went to any other university. Honestly, there's something about a small liberal arts community that really pushes you out into the world. And so by the time I graduated, I had all these credits. I was able to paint at Silver Hillside Theater, and I interned with Karen Manas, who's this wonderful senior painter at UT. And I even got the opportunity to design a main stage show at Mary Moody Northen Theater, which was an insane experience. And so, yeah, because of the connections that I made here, I was able to really jump into the community as a professional. So I graduated, and I immediately had a design lined up that I worked on that was actually a connection from an alum from St. Ed's, who's like one of my very dear friends now. And so I was able to work there, design and paint there. I got hired to paint at St. Ed's again for one of their shows. I got the opportunity to paint at the Alley Theater, and I even was hired as the charge artist for Zilker Theater's next show. So all of this is to say, theater department at St. Ed's is wonderful, and I love it so much. And they really like build you up to start in the real professional world. They want to see you succeed, and if you want to, you will succeed, because they give you every opportunity they possibly can. So I love St. Ed's. Toppers up. You should come here. Bye. Thanks.
So the question might be, what's a great way of finding out if St. Edward's is the right place for you? And I'm gonna let Michelle, we have a thing called the Scholarship Audition Weekend that we do in February, and I'm gonna let Michelle describe that for you.
Hey guys. So yeah, every February, we invite students who have been accepted to the program that are trying to figure out if it's the right fit for them to come and join us for 2 days on Hilltop and sort of try us on for kind of free, actually. You have to get here and have a place to stay. But it's 2 days where you get to basically become a college student and go, what does it feel like to be at St. Edward's University and to work with Mary Moody Northen Theater and the Department of Performing Arts? And you would come and meet the faculty and the staff and the students and have lunch with students and watch a class and get a campus tour, and then see a show and have a conversation with the company. And also there's dinner with faculty and staff, and then you get to do workshops with the faculty, which is kind of great because you get to discern whether these guys speak your language. And you get to learn what an incredibly gifted and wonderful human Sheila Gordon is and how she will inspire you every day when you walk into her classroom. And you will be able to understand yourself and speak loudly and clearly when you're in the theater. And then you get to learn what Kathryn Eader and Susan Branch Town's magic is as they're creating in a design workshop, and you get an on-camera workshop. So you just get to dip your toe in. But I think most importantly, you get a sense of the vibe of St. Edward's, and I think you guys have seen with some of the testimonials today, the one thing that's the through line, in addition to an opportunity to sort of try everything out, is you get to figure out where your heart is and what your passion is, and we spend our time and energy really focused on you, the student. Nobody gets lost. Nobody is a number ever. And you really get to know your faculty and staff, and you're supported all the way through. And that's, I think, what makes us special. And you can come and figure that out for yourself. Again, you need to be admitted to the university, and Daniela can talk a little bit more about this too. And then register for Scholarship Audition Weekend. And it's usually the third week in February, give or take. So there's that.
Oh, here's a picture of some of our famous alumni right there. I don't know if you guys recognize Rabia Towles there, and Austin Emilio, and I can't remember what shows they're on, but I'm sure these lovely ladies can. But we are going to take questions now if you guys have questions for us.
Yes, so thank you so much to Kathryn, Sheila, and Michelle for going over a little bit, just a brief snapshot of what the program is. But just as Michelle was talking about, for any rising seniors, if all of this really calls to you, I definitely encourage you guys to check out our Scholarship Audition Weekend. And all it really takes is just apply to St. Edward's University. If you are admitted to the university, we will extend you an invitation to participate in our Scholarship Audition Weekend, so you can try us on. It's really the best way, just as you do campus visits, to really figure out whether the size is right for you. It's really worth taking on the opportunity to try on a program, which is a really unique opportunity. So please, if you have any questions, please drop them in the Q&A box, and we'll have Kathryn, Sheila, Michelle, or myself answer the questions for you as you may have them. So please don't be shy. There's no bad questions out there.
Tyler Mount.
And then this is one of our latest, most famous alumni, Tyler Mount, who is, you may or may not know him from the Tyler Mount blog, but he's also the youngest Tony Award winning producer. I think I got that correct. It's got 2 Tony Awards.
And an Olivier Award.
Yeah. All right, so we have our first question. Okay, so from Allie, is there a theater program available for those who aren't majoring or minoring? Does it still have the opportunities for costume design, hair, and makeup?
Well, I guess I will take that question since that's kind of my area. Absolutely. We do not discriminate against you. We love for you to be a minor, but we'll take whatever we love. We just love having people who want to do what we do. So we'll take you. Just have to be careful. There are some upper level courses that you have to make sure being a minor, will make sure you take those courses, but we will work with you to help you make sure you take the right classes to get the right path. How's that?
Thank you. Any other questions out there? Please don't hesitate to ask.
You know, I would like to say too, along the same lines, any non-major can audition for all our shows. They're not limited to majors.
Yeah, that's an important aspect. And also, a lot of people ask when they come to the Scholarship Audition Weekend, one of the main questions is, can I audition for the main stage shows as a freshman? And the answer is yes. We don't discriminate against freshmen. In fact, we just had a freshman play the lead in Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night this year in February.
All right, thank you. So we have 2 questions here. The first one's coming from Grace. Is it possible to participate in local community theaters and companies while going through the program?
Absolutely. I had a long conversation with some young man who lives in Houston who was very interested in that same question. Yes, we encourage people to audition, work outside of the campus and get connected in the community. Oftentimes we'll actually connect you with people in the community. A lot of our students actually have in the past and past years actually run something called the Frontera Festival, which happens every January and February in Austin. And so a lot of the theaters around town, like Zach Theater, Hyde Park Theater, Vortex, they know and absolutely love our students. If you're a BFA actor, you can also audition outside of campus. We do ask that you make our shows priority because we kind of design the season around who we have available, but it's not frowned upon.
And the other piece of that is, I'll just get, if you don't mind, Daniela,
Oh, yeah,
is
no,
all of us are working professionals, right? So we all have networks in the community and nationally. And so we will connect you with those folks and help bridge that transition. And even as you're currently a student, we can connect people with the ballet and Zach Theater and a number of different functioning small nonprofit theaters in the community. There's plenty of action. Austin is a huge creative town. There are lots and lots of roles everywhere.
And I would gather to say, I think at least once a week, we send out an audition notification about something local in Austin.
Great. It definitely sounds like there's a lot of professional opportunities just out during your undergrad, which is a really great opportunity. So we have another question from Kylie. Will the 2020-21 season be announced before school starts?
That's a Michelle question.
Yeah, so we've announced it internally, but we're kind of sitting on stuff right now for obvious reasons with the state of the universe being what it is. Here's the inside scoop, guys. Don't tell anybody. Actually, you can tell whoever you want, but it might change. COVID. We are planning to open the season with our production of Pippin, which was sidelined when we were shut down in March. So Pippin's coming back. We're going to finish that and put that on its feet. And then the 10-Minute Play Festival is happening, which is that big, giant extravaganza. And if you want to talk about opportunities for actors to do stuff, that is your thing. We usually have 10 to 12 directing students, and each one of those directing scenes, those 10-minute plays, are going to have 2 to 7 people in them. So lots and lots of bodies and lots of opportunity. And then the Scholarship Audition Weekend play is a play called Electricidad, which is an adaptation of Electra, but set in at the LA Barrio. Kind of interesting, fairly new play. And then 12th Night rounds out our season. So.
All right. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that information. So we have another question from Zoe. Are there any playwriting courses included in the theater management or general theater degree programs?
They're not currently included officially. However, we just had, 5 or 6 of our BFA actors taking the playwriting course this semester. And more we have both BFA actors and BA students. It's a very popular course, taking the playwriting course and the screenwriting course. So we work closely with the Department of Writing and Rhetoric to connect our students with that professor. And that professor is Timothy Prawn, and he's a published playwright. So we're really excited about that connectivity and that synchronicity with that department. Good question.
Great question. I will add that we have playwriting 1 and 2 and screenwriting all available through the writing program. And a number of our BA, especially our BA generals and the BFA actors, will take those courses. And the Transit Theater Troupe, which is the student-led theater troupe, does a 24-hour play festival. So they will write and put together and present in the same weekend their own shows. So there are lots of opportunities for writers. Come on down.
Thank you. So we have one more question from Jordan. If I'm pursuing stage management / tech, will there be opportunities to perform in shows?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
love that. We would love that. Again, everybody can audition. And we have so many directors. We have in-house directors, or in-house, I mean, we are all working professionals. So we have people who are on faculty who direct shows, but we also have guest directors from out in the community. And our directors love working with a whole multitude and diverse cross-section of the student population. So that would be highly encouraged. Be great.
And I have to say, I've gotten very versed in rearranging design assignments based on them auditioning and being cast.
I think it really ties into just the liberal arts aspect of the university, is that we want students to be well versed in everything that they do. And even if they try new things out or out of their scope, that's something that we absolutely welcome. So any other questions out there? Any last comments from Kathryn, Sheila, and Michelle?
We look forward to seeing you on the Hilltop, I'll tell you that.
I'll throw in one thing, because Daniela and I get this question fairly frequently. Scholarship audition weekend every now and then will conflict with other audition weekends at other universities, or you might be, because it's UIL season, in the middle of a show. Yes, we can split if you want to come one day or the other. We encourage you to come the whole time. Part of Scholarship Audition Weekend, as you might guess, given the title, is an audition to an opportunity to audition for, gosh, words are hard today, to audition for scholarships to support your attendance at the university. So we want to make sure that you have that. And I highly encourage you, if you can, to come see the show so you know what kind of work we do and what that environment is. But yeah, we'll work with you. We'll work with you. So don't feel like you can't participate because you've got a conflict. Talk to us and let's see what we can do to help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen students participate in Scholarship Audition Weekend in a variety of ways. But reiterate, there's nothing like visiting campus. And even if it's not during Scholarship Audition Weekend, it's definitely worth even popping in to meet Kathryn, Michelle, or Sheila during your visit to campus. So it looks like we have another question from an anonymous attendee here. What is the audition process like for the acting program in the spring?
Oh, great. It is, we usually ask you to do 2 contrasting monologues. And here's the thing, we want you to succeed. So in that second semester of your acting classes, like there are 2 semesters of acting classes in your freshman year, if you're going along the acting track. Everybody takes Performance 1A, and then some people decide that they don't want to take any more performance classes. But if you're wanting to be a BFA acting student, generally you would take Performance 1B because you have to. But in that course, we make sure to work on your audition pieces and to coach you and to help you really come along in that process. That doesn't in any way guarantee that you will in fact be accepted, but it really, really, really helps. So again, we want to see you succeed. We're not a program where we're kind of, we're not a backbiting kind of program where some, I've experienced some of those kinds of programs where they don't want to see the students succeed. We're a little bit different. And we also really advise you, if there has been a disappointment, if for some reason you didn't get accepted into the program, we will sit down with you and talk with you about what's not happening, what is in your best interests. We don't want to accept people into the program who aren't ready to be there, who either, it could be a number of things. Sometimes they don't have the discipline to do it. Sometimes it's that we don't see that you actually could compete on a professional level. And like I said earlier, sometimes students come back the next year and they prove us wrong, and we're more than happy and to applaud them for their success and welcome them in. That's, I hope that helped answer that question. It's, you know, it's 2 monologues. It's not a grueling process, but we understand that, you know, people do get stressed out about it, so we try to help.
Can I throw one thing in too, because we get this question a lot when at scholarship audition weekend. And one of the benefits of having the BFA auditions in March of that freshman year is, in addition to sort of landing at the university and discovering sort of what it is to live in that world, you're exposed to so many different things in the theater. It's like Nicole's video at the very beginning. There are things that you may not know are out there that are ways that the theater speaks to you. And you may come in thinking, I'm going to be an actor. And then you take a skills class with Kathryn and go, oh my goodness, lighting design is where my heart is. Or you get in a room and you're running a spot up and you go, I'm really interested in technology. Or you're in the costume shop and suddenly something opens up for you. There are tons of different things that happen. So some people will self-select out too. So by the time you get to the BFA auditions, there's sometimes some anxiety of, what if I get to the university and I don't get in? The pool has reduced itself by the time you get to the auditions, and the faculty know you and know what your work ethic is, and you've discovered a lot about yourself. There's just a lot of other variables that sort of settle down, so it's not quite as stressful as it might be if you were auditioning when you first walked in the door, or just to get in the door. And it's pretty great. It's pretty great.
And I would throw in there, when you audition, part of your judging of being, or I shouldn't say judge, that's the wrong word, what evaluation, whether you're right for the program, is actually the work you've done all up to that point. It's not just those 2 monologues.
That's a great point, Kathryn. Thanks for bringing that up. So we do, the other part of that process is an application, and we do have that explained, that we look at, you know, your participation in class, whether you've been a good theater citizen. We invite Kathryn into the auditions as well, because she is from the design tech area, and we like to know, like, how is this student doing in their skills classes? What kind of theater citizen are you? If you're a person who has not been reliable in class, that could kind of work against you. I don't want to say kind of, it, you know, you don't want to be that person, because once you, like with anything, you know, you have to be a reliable scene partner, you have to be a reliable team member, and that's the kind of professionalism we encourage and foster.
Great insight, ladies. I really appreciate you going into depth in that. I know that's definitely one of the most popular questions in the scholarship audition weekend process. And a BFA is a really great accomplishment and definitely gives a lot of skill set. So it's, like I said earlier, it's all about being well-rounded, and it's definitely something that you guys look at throughout the process. Go ahead.
Just a real quick thing. I do want to point out that one of our successful alums that we highlighted, Austin Emilio, he did not graduate with a BFA, and he is working regularly. He got a BA. So you don't have to have a BFA in acting to become a successful actor. That's, you know, it seems like a little bit of a conundrum there, or, you know, but yeah, he went for it and he got it. So, and we applaud that.
Thank you for that. Well, looks like we're running out of time. If there's any more questions out there, you guys are more than welcome to contact us via email. We can connect you to anyone in the theater department to answer more of those questions that you may have. Once campus reopens, we are more than happy to have you meet the theater faculty in person. They are truly fantastic, and having worked with them for a little over 2 years now, and specifically with the scholarship audition weekend process, it's definitely been a pleasure to see the progress that they've made with all the students that are currently attending, but also with the students who are going to be incoming for the fall 2020. So there's lots of great things to come, and it's definitely a silver lining that we're all looking forward to at the very end of all of this. And as you can see in the chat, we've added the email address of where you can send any of your questions to, and we will redirect you to any of these wonderful people. But I appreciate your time today, and I hope all of this information was helpful in guiding your decision process, but also helping you understand a little bit more about our theater program and everything we have to offer. So thank you again.
Kingsley, you might need to end the meeting on your end, bottom right corner. Thank you, everyone.